sharper than an ice pick on you rappers' necks, and it's feeling like some vice grips. Yeah, that's light shit. Send my bro a kite quick. Times of war, we ain't forget about you. Keep your light lit. Rappers can't see, most of them scared to witness. Go and close your eyes, there's one right here for the trenches. Bad bitches, natural hair or extensions. Hood niggas that'll probably grip like some dentures. Brothers on them fences, 23 and 1 out. Praying that that commissary hit before it run out. Bitches on the gram, dog filter with their tongue out. Couldn't stay home because they found the dugout. Closed casket, burner in the low jacket. My co-captain, riding on these whole rappers. My hoes fabulous. Now I don't mean that derogatory, but I'm a player and there's no my women riding for me. I avoided Maury, I got 2 jets. If I can't make it through for them, then I'm useless. Sit down that roof, Chris, with a couple bosses. After the war, just to count our losses. It's not many. You see a smile on my face, but I'm not friendly. Going on my way, sipping white Henny. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Waiting on the squab in my whole life. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Living in the squab in my whole life. My whole life. It's so melodic. When I be dropping this ebonics, this ghetto phonics, it got me on the level supersonic. My bomb atomic, and you know where you can find me. Somewhere probably folding this paper origami. My name is pure as the Dasani, my wave is like a tsunami. I went from 0 to 100, feeling like Ricky Bobby. I made a deal with the Reaper. Got a couple wives, they some keepers. Talk a lot of shit, but you can't walk a mile in my sneakers. Bitches go to Miami, come home with change features. Now she got a BBL, her ass fatter. Trying to show up all them niggas that laughed at her. Now when they see her, they only wanna fuck her. They just wanna touch her, they don't wanna cuff her. They just wanna come and kick it with her like a punter. Turned her to a runner, now it's all aboard the train. Fenty on her face, but it's not concealing the pain, it's a shame. So I'm in the hood like some rap snacks. I know niggas kill you and your mama for a scat pack. Dark tint, matte black, they do it for half that. Had you like 90s Missy in a fucking trash bag. I'm from Philly, we don't do bank accounts, just cash app. I spit a verse and I just watch the time slow. This that guy flow, this that shit that rappers die for. That's that uncut Tahoe Wall straight from Pablo Escobar. I be at the bar like Moscato. They think it's effort, but no, this that block work. Make the countermeasures, take pleasures, making an op hurt. Light is in the sky, cause every verse is a concert. My mind work at speed y'all can't fathom. Listen to the words of a champion. It can't, the streets need another anthem. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Waiting on the squab in my whole life. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Living in the squab in my whole life. My whole life.
Just cruel intentions. And then my father these rappers back to school. My flow said it hook. They crossed the line, ain't no coming back. You became no cowards. The only thing sweet is the honey check. Righteous is the Lord. Give me rest from my sorrow and hang down death for them devils. There's no tomorrow. Why? Cause they violence leave a man a stiff corpse. You see a flag and a badge, I see horns and a pitchfork. Go ahead. So please believe it. The white man is a demon, and I ain't gon' vote for them to free me. No. They beat us till we the color purple. That's why this knife to they throat like ceiling. You got this nigga on his knees. They wanna have peace. We screaming, let this bitch burn at 1,000 degrees. I'm laying in the bosom of revenge. I told her I'd do anything she please as I squeeze on the double D's. Fuck you, man. I'm talking to you. Slaughter, yeah, slaughter, yeah, slaughter, yeah, slaughter, yeah, slaughter, yeah, slaughter, yeah, slaughter. That they do not rise and fill the world with lies. Ain't die for your skin, you gon' die for your crime. I'm talking to you. So warn for your life. Your life try to destroy my people. You gotta pay the price, nigga. You gotta hear, let them hear. Tell them devils that the end is near. Slaughter, yeah, slaughter, yeah.
The police just shot him for no apparent reason. No reason at all. They asked for license and registration. That's the police officer over there that did it. With the black on. I can't really do shit because they got me handcuffed. I can't believe they just did this. I'm fucking back! Ah!
It's okay, I'm right here with you.
Years. How in the hell is blacks and Hispanics on the bottom in the city of Chicago and you've been here 400 years? And you built America brick by brick. And you still on the bottom. And then you got other people come from other countries, they jump right over top of you, man. What in the hell is the Arabs doing selling you food? What is the Asian people doing selling you food? Or owning property in your neighborhood?
Say my first prompt is.
Okay, that's all I got to say is my first.
My first prompt is Jesus is not God.
Okay, so my first prompt is Jesus is not God. That's the first prompt.
Hello. This is going to be a little problematic because I'm breaking from that prompt just slightly for the moment. Somebody else can carry on. I'm sorry. my whole thing I wanted to bring up
That's
was
typical Christian behavior.
exactly. Yeah,
Not
you're
to
not
follow
wrong.
rules.
You're not wrong. It's
Not
on
to follow
brand.
no rules of the Bible.
You know a thing or two.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I know how ignorant
right.
Christians are.
That's right.
Right? See? And he agrees with me.
Every color and creed, I think, might have some of that, but I feel you.
Every Christian has it.
That, one or two, absolutely, at
Right.
least. But anyway, I wanted to touch on, sorry, breaking from it, that I believe, there's on the surface, if you read the scriptures, KJV, which I'm pretty sure you utilize as I do myself,
That's correct.
that it is plenty of grafting in happening on the surface, at least definitely
Grafting of what?
of Gentiles, whoever they may be, into the
Boy,
fold.
you are a typical Christian. This man came up here. Who you trying to say? White people?
Well, anybody who has a living soul,
Does God want to say white people?
I like to think so. I would like to be proven. I wouldn't like to be, but
So you would say God loves everybody.
Yeah, I'm on that team.
What
I would
about
say
Esau?
so. He hated him, and that's
In the Old and New Testament.
now you could
right?
say, did he hate him before he was born, or did he hate him for what he becomes?
Created him to be hated.
That's very possible.
In Romans 9:11 says, "For the children being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil, that the purpose of God might stand according to election." So he elected Jacob to love, he elected Esau to hate. So God can't be all love if he created a race to hate.
Yeah,
You wasn't ready.
No, I was veering off somewhere else, and it went that direction. But I wanted
You
to
went
say,
to Gentile salvation.
Yeah.
I'm just showing it can't be Gentile salvation if God created a race to hate.
so what do you have to say about all the examples in Acts and
Like
of
what?
of Paul? Like, what is your thoughts on Paul and his do you find him to be do you think the word of
think
God,
Paul
the
would-
KJV, is divinely inspired and driven by
Yes,
the Holy Spirit?
Absolutely.
So you think every word of Paul's,
From
including
Genesis to Revelation,
you think Titus 3:9, you think Titus 3:9,
3:9,
it talks about
Titus 1:1.
Titus 3:9 says genealogy should not be focused on, or mythologies, because
It says
they're-
strive not after endless genealogy. So like,
so
let's
what's
say,
the limit of
I'll
genealogies
give
there?
you an example. Like when your ancestors enslaved my people, and they took away our lineage, our identity. And so now black people strive to find where in Africa we're from. We don't have to do that. The prophecies in the Bible identify who we are today. So when someone tells me I'm not an Israelite and they say, can you go back 7 generations? That's what that scripture is talking about. It's not talking about not knowing who your grandmother is, your grandfather is, your great this. What you know, you know. But when you get to the world of unknown, you can't let nobody deny you in the unknown.
Show you in the Bible that God got judgment coming for you, white people. You're not gonna keep living in your own fairy tale land. Show you in the Bible that God got judgment coming for you, white people. You're not gonna keep living in your own fairy tale land where you get to do whatever the hell you want and ain't no justice be done about it. Judgment Day is coming, and Judgment Day is coming for you. White people, you wanted to pay for your crimes. For 500 years, you got rich off the backs of blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. For 500 years, you put the Native Americans in concentration camps. For 500 years, you're putting the Hispanics in dog cages. But the Hispanics helped build America. The Mexicans built America. Puerto Ricans built America. Salvadorians built America. And you want to sit here, you let Donald Trump get in the White House office and call them rapists, dogs, and murderers. When white people are rapists, murderers, and drug dealers. Move to the side, brother. When they're the real murderers, there's no bigger murderer on the planet Earth than white people. Prove me wrong. Christopher Columbus came here and slaughtered millions of Native Americans. Why? Because he could. Show you in the Bible that God got judgment coming for you, white people. You're not gonna keep living. The Arabs, the Chinese, Japanese, they've taken crafty counsel. Where is this council held? In the United Nations. You understand? Where is your representative in the United Nations, you so-called Mexicans? You don't got one. Where's your representative, you Native Indians? You don't got one. Where's your representative, you so-called Negroes? You don't got one. You want to know why? Because they have what? They have taken crafty counsel against thy people. Because they take crafty counsel against our people. The same counsel that they're doing right now, 2026, in the United Nations, that's the same way they did it during the transatlantic slave trade. You understand? The Blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians were all put into captivity because all these nations said, okay, this is the lick. This is what we need to do. We need to capture these folk, these Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Indians, and we're going to put them to captivity and make them do our physical labor.
Walking up and down the street, what they doing? You see them, they talking to themselves. You look and say, that brother got a demon on him. Well, that demon comes from 400 years of oppression. Right. Nobody just grow up and be like that. That comes from, do the research on the oppression makes you mentally ill. This is a known fact. Look it up. I ain't claiming to be a doctor because I'm not. You understand? What I am is a priest and prophet of the Lord under command of Jenny High. That's right. I'm telling you to do the research on what oppression does to people. When you go to certain cities, you see brothers and sisters walking up and down the street, what they doing? You see them, they talking to themselves. You look and say, that brother got a demon on him. Well, that demon comes from 400 years of oppression. Right. Nobody just grow up and be like that. That comes from, do the research on the oppression makes you mentally ill. This is a known fact. Look it up. I ain't claiming to be a doctor because I'm not. You understand? What I am is a priest and prophet of the Lord under command of Jenny High. That's right. I'm telling you to do the research on what oppression does to people. When you go to certain cities, you see brothers and sisters. But this scripture we're going to pull right here is going to prove his nationality and that he was not Middle Eastern. Right. Read what you got. Come on.
Khan, the book of Hebrews, chapter 7, verse 14.
Come on with it.
For it is evident.
For it is what?
It is evident.
Evident means evidence. If there's evidence, now you could get to talking about what Kawan was talking about with the genealogy. You understand? Where it goes through his whole genealogy, showing that this cat comes from the lineage of King David. Now, if you know the Bible, you know King David was from the tribe of Judah, was he not? Read. From the top one more time.
For it is evident.
We got evidence, I read.
That our Lord.
That our what?
That our Lord.
Read on.
Sprang out of Judah.
Sprang out of what?
Sprang out of Judah.
Everybody understand. It don't say Middle Eastern right here. It say he sprang out of Judah. That's right. Judah is a term. That's where they get the term Jew from. Right. It's just a short word for the term Judah. All right. Now, according to what we just read about the physical description of Christ, he does not match the physical description of them Jewish people that's in Israel right now. Right. That's what we do know. They ain't no bit more Jew than a damn German shepherd. Okay, read.
Of which tribe Moses spake nothing concerning priesthood.
Everybody drop that. You understand? Take me now. You understand? But this scripture we're going to pull right here is going to prove his nationality and that he was not Middle Eastern. Right. Read what you got. Come on. How do you know that somebody is ignorantly following Christ? How do you know? Just because they say they follow. Well, how do you know that this person is ignorantly following God, Christ, and following the Most High? Come on.
Would it be like superstitious?
Another one. One more. Get a brother in. Ignorantly, you know what I'm saying, worship somebody is, okay, you doing everything opposite of what the Lord told you not to do. The Lord ain't never took his laws away from us. The Lord ain't never told us to go join with all nations. The Lord ain't never said he loved all people. Where is this Christ at in here? It ain't no Christ that exists that's don't have color. They tell you Christ ain't had no color. That's what the Christians will tell you. But yet they're in the church believing that they following God. They're in their church believing that they following Christ. They ignorantly following the Most High in Christ in the church because they're not doing anything that the Most High or Christ said. How do you know that somebody is ignorantly following Christ? How do you know? Just because they say they follow. Well, how do you know that this person is ignorantly following?
God. Verse 49. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle
As
flies.
swift as the what?
As swift as the eagle flies.
What is America's national bird? Does anybody know? Right.
Oh,
Yeah, I think this is dead. I think the Lord, the nigga God knew what he was talking about. I'll give you right on that. I think he knew. Okay, read.
God. A nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand.
Read on.
Verse 50.
Mm-hmm.
A nation of fierce countenance.
Come on.
Which shall not regard the person of the old.
Read.
Nor show favor to the young.
Now you tell me that ain't talking about the white man. Right. Tell me. You think he gave a damn about how old this young boy was? He gave him 35 years. You think he cared that he destroyed his whole life? He giving all your sons 15 and 16 life. You think he?
God. Verse 49. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth. As
Time to start the show.
If you got freedom without wisdom, what you gonna do with it? You gonna end up in a situation like we ended up in today.
If you have a woman that looks to you for advice, please do not tell her to go through a whole phase. Please, even if you went through one. In us food stamps, instead of jobs, instead of approving our business loans, Jim Crow. You know what I'm saying? Jim Crow. That's our reparations.
Hey, shalom, Israel.
Mic check.
Yeah.
Echo. Shalom, Israel. What's going on? Precinct Officer 1000 Ashar checking in here, man. We on the latest, we on the follow-up Roundtable of Truth follow-up edition. Once again for another week. You know what I mean? You know how we get down.
We bring out all of these topics.
There we go. You know what I'm saying? Once again, like we do every week on Tuesday evening, man, we come in and bring prominent stories that's not touched on the podcast on Friday night. Captain Marvel Quad and the whole squad. You know how they do it every week on Friday at 8:30. You know what I'm saying? So we come in here, man. We got more things to touch on. You see the title tonight is Black Fatigue versus White Fatigue. You know what I mean? Like this is an issue that's very prominent in America right now. Is white people justified? Are white people justified to have black fatigue? This is what we got to ask ourselves. And should black people, should we be, looking at America and looking at the history of America? You know what I'm saying? The far history, the near history, and then the present. You know what I'm saying? Should we be looking at these things with the scope to say, man, we should be getting tired of being under these people, man. We should be tired of being under this nation. So that's what we're gonna do tonight, man. We're gonna pull up some stories, and of course, shout out to TikTok. We're on TikTok Live too, man. We're gonna be grooving on there too. So anybody got any questions on TikTok? Anybody got any questions on Facebook and YouTube, man? Y'all drop them down in the chat, man. I want to know, man. What do white people have? What reason do white people have to have black fatigue? Now, last time I checked, this is what I've known throughout the history of America. So-called blacks and Hispanics was in America as slaves. You know what I'm saying? Working for free.
you know what I'm saying, doing free labor. You know what I'm saying? We built up all of these magnificent cities that you see across this land. And now, since they're in their royalty and they in their kingdom, now they say, we tired of you niggas. That's what white people look at black fatigue. We tired of, they don't know how to handle themselves. They don't have no structure in their homes. Their kids are running around rampant. You know, we're tired of black people. You know what I'm saying?
They call us savages.
Right, savages,
like
niggas.
Like they obtained America by being the most prevalent people
Upstanding
on earth.
people.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? The most honest and God-fearing people. But we savages.
Come on, man.
When you look at the history of Esau, which is, of course, white people, for y'all that's listening don't understand, you will see that the kingdom that he has not came from savagery. You know what I'm saying? From murder, from raping, from pillaging. I don't think it's
you can't say that on.
All right, my bad. From graping, unaliving. You know, they definitely gonna say something about it. My bad, TikTok. But yeah, that's where, you know what I'm saying, it came from. I don't think it's a trend in America that a nigga ain't been hung on. And then they turn around and tell us that they tired of us now. You know what I'm saying? They tired of us and go back to Africa and go back to Mexico. When this is the Mexican land, California belonged to the Mexican, Texas belonged to the Mexicans. The whole southern Phoenix, Arizona, all that belonged to the Mexicans. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
And then you tell them they're an immigrant on their own land. The Native Indians, you know what I'm saying? They broke over 170 peace treaties with them. 100, you know what I'm saying? So they didn't obtain this land through being upright, God-fearing people with each other. With, you know what I'm saying, with the other people. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. And to be honest, blacks have more of a right to this land than white people do, because these are our brothers and sisters. This is the land of our brothers and sisters, the Gadites. You know what I'm saying?
You on top of it, man. So this is what we're gonna do, man. We got this clip of a sister that you can get me right on this, my partners are. You got more information with this sister that came out and spoke against the Carmelo Anthony trial with Austin Metcalf, and that whole dilemma with that.
Yeah, the sister, she was a former prosecutor. You know what I'm saying? Meaning she prosecuted people who broke the law. And she had, you know, saw everything and how it went down, and said, you know what I'm saying, pretty much that there was a legal lynching. You know what I'm saying? Gave the brother, you know, 35 years for a crime that he shouldn't have been convicted of. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
All right, man. Let's get into it then. We ain't gonna hold it up. TikTok, y'all bear with us. We're gonna play a clip real quick. Anybody who would like to, you know, ask any questions or join the live here on TikTok, man, just ask to be joined. Ask to send an invite. And if you got something you want to ask about or you want to speak on as far as black fatigue versus white fatigue, man, feel free to, you know what I'm saying, tap that invite button. You know what I'm saying? We can dive into it. All right. So real quick, let's go ahead and play this clip from this sister, man. First, let's give a shout out to all the people in the chat real quick, tuning in with us, man. Shout out, of course, UPK Adam, checking in from Greenville, South Carolina. Shalom Yavashim Yo Sharak Adam, Trooper Adam. Shout out to Alexis Voice. Shalom Yahal Shamal Bashim Yahal Shah, checking in from Houston, Texas. You know what I'm saying? And shout out Kwama Da, always tuning in. Big shout out Kwama Da, one of the sisters out here in Chicago. Shalom Yahal Shamal Bashim Yahal Shah. Damn right. So let's pull this clip up real quick. Let's check the sister out. See what the sister had to say, man.
Was a legal lynching that happened in here today. All right. I said, as a former prosecutor, this was a legal lynching that happened in this slaughterhouse. This is a slaughterhouse. This is not a courthouse.
This is a former state's prosecutor, meaning she know how everything's supposed to go.
This was a legal lynching that happened in here today. What happened? We can't hear. All right. I said as a former prosecutor, this was a legal lynching that happened in this slaughterhouse. This is a slaughterhouse. This is not a courthouse.
Go ahead, my partners. I know you got the commentary here, man. Go ahead, break that down.
Man, it was just when I saw it, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody say this is about race, is about that. You know, this is even though she's black, she's a prosecutor. She prosecuted alleged criminals.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So she has the schooling and she has the understanding on how the case was supposed to win. You know what I'm saying? That's what made me do the commentary on it, you know what I'm saying, to begin with, because she know what went on in the courtroom during that time was unjust. It was illegal. You know what I'm saying? Once you are presented with a certain type of evidence, even as a prosecutor, you know what I'm saying, they claim when they get, you know what I'm saying, they get more status when they get the more convictions they get, the more time they get people, you know what I'm saying? So that's what make them get their reputation out there. But even with that said, once you understand and get the evidence, you know what I'm saying, you supposed to prosecute according to the evidence.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You're not supposed to, if you got the evidence in the video and see that it was self-defense, and in Texas is a stand your ground state. You know what I'm saying? Austin Metcalf, Carmelo Anthony didn't approach Austin Metcalf. He didn't threaten him. You know what I'm saying? He didn't put his hands on him. But Austin Metcalf did all that to Carmelo.
Right.
And what he did was stand his ground. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm right.
Like, man, like, and what she's saying is, you know what I'm saying? Like, I used to be a former prosecutor like this. I know what happened in this courtroom was wrong. You feel me? So and that's what made me, you know what I'm saying, even wanted to, you know what I'm saying, just make a video about it, you know, do a little small skit on it. Because you know what I'm saying, I saw it and I was like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like prosecutors, they be on each other's side, you know what I'm saying? But when that sister saw what happened and saw what was going on and spoke and had the guts to speak out about it, you know what I'm saying? That's the thing. A lot of people know what's going on, what's right and wrong, and don't speak on it.
No, it's heavy what you bringing up, because another thing that you notice too with this sister saying that, you know, this was a lynching, this was a public lynching, and it don't even matter about the damn case and the verdict and everything, because truth be told, you know what I'm saying, if they're in charge of this legal system, they're in charge of this government, and they say that he's convicted, okay, they found it with their so-called professional, you know, sources that he should be convicted for 35 years and everything. But here's the key. Us as black people and Hispanic people, I don't give a damn. You should stand with your people. That's what you should do. You should stand with your people. Am I saying you should condone all type of things of that nature? No, you shouldn't condone it. But when it comes to matters like this is a racial issue, and everybody knows it. Everybody knows it's white against black, and in an instance like this, we should be looking to stand with our people. You know what I mean? Whether Austin Metcalf was wrong or right, or whether Carmelo Anthony could have done something better and de-escalated. We should be standing with our people. So that sister coming out and saying, you know, this was a public lynching. She's damn right. It was a public lynching. It was to show you, for white people to show black people something, that we don't care about your life. I don't care how old you are. I don't care how young you are. I don't care if you're Hispanic, if you're black, or if you're Native American Indian. This was a showing for white people, just like that's what a lynching is. It's to show their power and authority over, you know, over the country, over the land. That's why a judge will sentence him to 35 years when he could have been sentenced to manslaughter. That's why the jurors that were there could have said, oh, this was manslaughter. Yeah, he didn't have to murder him. They could have said, gave him 6-7 years for manslaughter, but they said, no, this was first-degree murder when everybody that has been watching this case knows this was self-defense. This was a young man that was protecting himself from a damn bully. You know what I'm saying? And he ended up unaliving the person that was attacking him. That's what ended up happening. So as blacks is watching this, we should be looking at how not only just white people in general, but the leaders of white people really is looking at and treating us in America. We should be looking at this like, man, this is getting out of control now. Right. We had Trayvon Martin, we had George Floyd, we had all of these cases. How many more cases do we need to see? And quick side note, and I'm gonna get right back to you,
You good.
Quick side note is I haven't seen no Christian pastor step up and say anything. Who did I hear about speaking up and saying something ignorantly? Charleston White. Talking about he's telling the father that he should let a white man or a white attorney be his attorney, even though you knowing this is a racially profiled case and trial. We all know it's racially profiled, so you shouldn't be listening to someone that's ignorant enough to tell the family of the black people to go ahead and have a white attorney. It's not about race, and this is about race. America, man, this is what we got to realize as black people, man. America was built on race, man. I mean, that's just the truth of the matter. If it wasn't, then when you fill out a job application, you wouldn't have to sign what race you are. If it wasn't about race, you know what I'm saying? It wouldn't matter. But America has been built on race, and white people, they have treated every nation, more specifically so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, they have treated us in a way where we should be tired of it. We should have white fatigue, man. We should be looking at the state of America and the state of white people where they can go. We're going to play another clip tonight. We're going to play a clip where Donald Trump is in such need of power and a limelight. He hosted a damn UFC fight in front of the damn White House. You understand? We tired of now. The average person out here can't even damn near, understand what life road they should be taking right now because America is completely in shambles. But of course, because our oppressor is so wicked and so he loves to be wicked, he's gonna show you that no matter what's going on in this place of America, he's gonna flex and show his power. You know what I'm saying? We should be tired. We should be sick and tired of it, man. We should be sick and tired. But black fatigue. How can the white man have black fatigue? I mean, our families have been subjugated to follow laws that was created by people that enslaved us. And we do it with joy. We do it with joy and happiness. We believe in Christianity, which did what? Taught us that God loves everyone. That's what Christianity teaches us. God loves all people. Meanwhile, it was beat in us. If we didn't believe in Christianity, then we will be subjugated to death, man. Go do the research. All you got to do is look it up. This is well-known fact. But we still are Christians, and we more Christians than white people are Christians. So how the hell can you be tired of black people when we give our heart, soul, blood, and tears to America's throne? We love America. Facts. Nobody loves America more than blacks and Hispanics. Facts. When we should hate it, but we love it anyway. And you're tired of us? You got some damn nerve. See, the white man, he's so stupid and dumb. He don't even understand that the reason that his kingdom is so prominent today is because of us.
What I think needs to happen is because, like, man, what you just said is like extra heavy. we serve the God of Christianity more than they do, and they gave it to us.
Come on, man.
You know what I'm saying? We serve it better than they do.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? We love them. We hate ourselves. We get every goddamn holiday. We the ones tearing the store downs, getting them all our money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Capital Mock did a on Christmas one of them years, man. We spend, I think, like just between the Black and Hispanic community, I think like 7-8 billion.
Come on, man. That's just one
year.
holiday.
Just one day a year.
How can you be tired of Black people? If it wasn't for Black people, America wouldn't even run, man.
And that's what needs to happen. You know what I'm saying? We need to
that's
just gather together and just you know what I'm saying? Let America run off just whites. That's it. You know what I'm saying? And see the condition of America then.
Oh yeah.
And then they gonna know like, oh, this so these niggas really make America run. Cause you gotta think about it, man. Like I was just telling you earlier, like we work jobs that certain white people too proud to work. You know what I'm saying?
They're too above that.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But you need those jobs that we work to make stuff run. You need cooks. Hell, you need janitors. You need people who go out and clean up the what's that track? The people who go clean up the horse shit.
Right.
You need, you know what I'm saying? You need those type of people. You know what I'm saying? To make the stuff that y'all love doing so much run.
They make good money too, man. I'll clean up some horse. Shit.
I think I made $56 an hour.
Come on.
One day doing that shit.
2 hours, I'm done. Shit, 2-3 hours, I'm out of there. You know what I'm saying? But this is the thing, though. This is another point I wanted to make on this. You know, big up to that sister who got up there and said this verdict of Carmelo Anthony was an absolute lynching, and it's not a courthouse, it's a slaughterhouse. It's because that's what the evidence says. You know what I'm saying? This is not just emotion. When we talking about having white fatigue and saying these white people are destroying the souls and lives of Black people, we have evidence to prove it. You understand what I'm saying? Like we can show you the statistics of the jail and prison cells that's filled up with Blacks and Hispanics. Meanwhile, we're 13% of the population. You know what I'm saying? And that's by design. That's not just a coincidence that Black people just can't stay out of prison. No, it's a design that's been set up. Haven't you heard of COINTELPRO? You understand all of these clandestine three-letter words, CIA, FBI, all of these organizations that they are put in the limelight to be looked at as they're helping America. They're helping America, and they're holding up the moral code of America. But meanwhile, behind closed doors, they are doing all type of crimes. Excuse me.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
CIA was caught putting crack in the communities, and this is a known fact. Didn't nobody from the CIA go to jail behind it? Nobody paid for that. Meanwhile, Blacks and Hispanics are still paying for the conditions of what crack cocaine has done to their ancestors all the way up to right now.
Right.
Now, you know what I'm saying? We still ain't came up under the effects of crack cocaine. You know what I'm saying? But when white people was dying from fentanyl and opiates, then it became a problem.
It was a problem then.
You know what I'm saying? When they little kids and little cousins and daughters and sons was dying from overdoses from opiates, then it became a problem. But it was okay for us to go to jail by the millions and we get hooked on crack cocaine by the millions and kill each other by the million. Like that was okay. You know what I'm saying? One little white boy died from an overdose, not a whole world in the uproar.
Come on.
We need to fight the war on drugs now. Really fight the war on drugs.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? They was telling you they fighting the war on drugs. Meanwhile, allowing the drugs to come in, selling you the drugs.
Right.
Locking you up they give you the drugs, lock you up for selling it, lock you up for doing the drugs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And this where you getting it from. We you know what I'm saying? We ain't nowhere where we can process man, what's them damn plants? Coca leaf plants.
Coca leaf, yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know, we over here trying to get them to survive. You know, they felt like we the heroin epidemic was gonna kill us. We was coming from under that. They like, man, we got to get these people something else. And I ain't gonna lie, the crack era damn near did it. They was damn near close with the crack era. The crack era, I'm talking about, man, because you had addictions on both sides. You got people addicted to smoking crack, and you got people addicted to the money. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and that created a whole you know what I'm saying,
issue.
Yeah, because like the people addicted to the money, they killing each other. Because if he making more money than me, I'm gonna go, okay, cool, I'm gonna go knock him off. You 12? Yeah. Okay, cool, I'm gonna go knock him off, take over his spot. You know what I'm saying? And if I'm making more money than him, I'm the big dog. You know, everybody wanted to be looked at as the big dog. Man, that crack. I mean, and it's still going on even today. You know what I'm saying? I had walked to the gas station over by my mama crib yesterday and saw a nigga selling. I'm like, damn, nigga still out here selling crack.
They still doing it.
I'm like, God damn, like niggas still selling crack cocaine. I thought that was over with. You know what I'm saying? I thought you had to go get some cocaine and cook it up yourself if you wanted it. Like, niggas is still selling crack cocaine out here in 2026.
And guess
I
what
say,
else?
man, God damn. You know what I'm saying?
You make me think about something.
Haven't came from under the effects of crack. Crack cocaine still got a hold of our people. Yeah. All the way from the 80s, all the way up to now, 40-something odd years later.
And unless we turn back to the Lord, it's gonna always affect us.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And you make me think about something too, my partners are like so-called white people today in America. Look at the plight that blacks and Hispanics are going through. Yeah. We have damaged neighborhoods. We struggle with family, with keeping our families together. You know what I'm saying? We struggle with gangs and all of these things. And they say they tired of us. But meanwhile, this is what we're doing. A lot of the things that black people do is we do it in our own communities. We do these things to ourselves. Right? We're not affecting other communities, man. But you know why black people and Hispanics should have white fatigue is simply because of this. Gentrification. White people come and take over neighborhoods and kick people out, raise rents, raise mortgages, raise taxes, knowing that we can't afford it, and they kick us out of the neighborhood, and they send us
crime,
which creates crime, and also creates them looking at us like we're just roaches and we're just somebody to they'll be okay. They wouldn't know nothing anyway. They don't have a life anyway. You know what I'm saying? And that's how America has treated so-called blacks and Hispanics for too many years now. You know what I'm saying? Like, also, I brought up the clip. I think your live went down.
It did.
Yeah, you got to your camera went out. Yeah, we're gonna get the brother camera back up and rolling in a minute. You know what I'm saying? But for the time being, man, we're gonna pull up this other clip, man. This is what I'm tired of. I'm tired of the so-called white man being in a situation where he can just be a vile, disgusting beast in front of everybody. I mean, for a time, we heard about, cave. You ever heard of cave dwellers? You know what I'm saying? Neanderthals. All you hear is just your camera. Your camera is off, Reese. I don't know, it's something with your camera. So maybe you gotta hop out there and come back in. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Like we've been living in a time where so-called black and Hispanics, we really have to just look at the white man live, do what he do, and we can't do nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? We're not in control of the airways. We're not in control of TV. We're not in control of who's running the movie productions and the record deals. I mean, if we really put our mind to it, we can be.
Yeah,
Most High in Christ. We can be. If we put our mind to it, we can be. But we still looking at you know what I'm saying, the white man to love us and to be joined with us when they show you on live television with millions of people watching that they hate you. Now everybody know how much, you know, Michelle Obama is loved. Michelle Obama is very loved by black women. You know what I'm saying? Of course, we know she is a sister, but she married a Hamite. She decided to marry an African man, which Barack Obama is African. He's not black. You know what I'm saying? His bloodline derives from Hamites, which is so-called Africans. You know what I'm saying? But we know Michelle Obama is an actual black woman. You know what I'm saying? Her ancestors came off of the cargo slave ships. And a lot of black women in America revere her because she got to the status of being in the presidential seat with a husband and everything of that nature. And let me show you what the white man feels about Barack Obama. This how and he's using not Barack Obama, what the white man feels about Michelle Obama. And he's using Michelle Obama really to attack black women. You understand? And I'm gonna show you what he said at this UFC fight, man. Let me tell you, the white man is an animal, man. Let me prove what I'm saying right now. Let me pull this up. It's like, all right, pull this up. Bear with me. There we go.
Hey, shout out to Trump for having the balls to put some shit like this on. And if I'm gonna say anything, and lastly, Michelle Obama is a man. Am I right, America?
The Obamas haven't been in the White House since 2016. Okay, but what they represent, the possibilities they represent for black people in this country, scare the hell out of insecure white men like Josh Holkit. Okay, it bothers them and terrifies them to think the descendants of the enslaved, okay, the descendants of the oppressed can rise to the levels that the Obamas did in this country. All right, Josh Holkit, you got the right last name, sir, because this is indeed the starter kit for being a hoe. All right. By the way, this isn't the first time we've heard this foolishness. Okay. All through Obama's presidency, Michelle Obama.
Okay. Yeah, that's enough on that. But, you know, it really was an act to really spew hate and show how much he hates black people. That's really was. Why didn't he get up there and talk about Caitlyn Jenner? How this strong, big athlete, man, right, turn into a woman. Why didn't he get up there and talk about that? But now he had to talk about a black woman that was prominent. Like, who's even thinking about Michelle Obama today anyway? You know what I'm saying? So it's just to show you, because this white man knows the controversy behind race that's going on today. And what does the white man do? He escalates the situation. That's all he want to do, because that's who he is. He only have hatred in his heart. So that's all that's gonna come out. You know what I'm saying? And this is in front of Donald Trump. He gave a shout out to Donald Trump and then said those words. Why? Because Donald Trump probably say that all the damn time behind closed doors. You understand what I'm saying? So let's check what Commodore has something in the chat. Sister Commodore said, if I may, they are using our sisters to attack our black men through whoredom and worldly things. That's a fact. That's exactly what they're doing. And they've been doing that, Commandant, they've been doing that since the 70s and 80s. Using, what did they first use? Planned Parenthood. And
before Planned Parenthood,
what was it?
Section 8 housing.
Section 8 housing and welfare. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Using that, saying that a black man can't be in a home, you know what I'm saying, for a woman to receive benefits from the government. You understand? But who didn't get that same rule? White people didn't get that same rule. The white man would be in a home, and they could still be getting welfare. You know what I'm saying? And still to this day, man, they doing it. they using certain devices against us, man. This is foolishness what's going on in America, man. You know what I'm saying? You got anything on what this white boy said?
No, I just like I heard about it. You know what I'm saying? I just like was wondering like what was the point of use? You know what I'm saying? Michelle Obama's like, you know what I'm saying? What you know? Like you just said, like a black woman risen to the highest position that they could, you know what I'm saying, have in America, which is the first lady. You know what I'm saying? And that's a threat to white supremacy. You know what I'm saying? That's a threat to what America really wants to stand for. You know what I'm saying? Like America. I mean, let's just go down the list of first ladies. They've all been white except Obama. And you got one in here right now who's got her ass and titties all over the internet. Melania Trump, ain't that her name?
Right.
She got her ass and titties all, yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
All over the damn internet. And it's no problem with that. Meanwhile, you finding some lady who's not on the internet got her ass and titties, you know what I'm saying, covered up.
Raised up 2 doors.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? A real modest lady. And now she's a man because she don't represents what the norm of black women represents in America. Normally, you could go on black women, you know, and see black women twerking and shaking ass and all that. You know what I'm saying? And to have a standard of who we really supposed to be, you know what I'm saying? Not just in America, but who the Most High, you know what I'm saying, called us to be. You know what I'm saying? Modest woman, and you know what I'm saying, covered up, and you can look at the lady and tell, you know, the lady look good, you feel me? But she's, you know, she's very modest, very covered up. You know what I'm saying? Only, you know what I'm saying? She preserves herself for one man, right? And what she should, because she ain't out here twerking and dancing on top of cars and red light at the headlight, whatever the hell. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's the problem. You know what I'm saying? Now she ain't a woman, she a man.
She a man. And another thing too, my partners, if I could add on to what you're saying, is you remember who Donald Trump brought up to one of his press conferences he had. He brought Nicki Minaj up. You know what I'm saying? Like the white man is a disgusting beast. Right. He promotes Nicki Minaj. He promotes Sexy Red. He promotes Cardi B, but then he calls Michelle Obama a modest woman that was married to one man and rose up to a position where she was a so-called first lady or whatnot. He calls her a man. And I'm saying Donald Trump did it because this was one of Donald Trump's little minions. You understand what I'm saying? So this is the plight. What the sister said was extremely right. It goes back to that point. They use our sisters to destroy us, man. Not just to destroy black men, but to destroy our nation. You know what I'm saying? Because that's all it's doing. It's an easy tactic: divide and conquer. Take the black man out of the home, promote the black woman as a whore and a slut, and that's going to tear apart the family. That's like basic equations. You know what I'm saying? That ain't rocket science, and that's what's going on, man. And who's at the helm? The so-called white man. That's why I got white fatigue, because of the things that he's done in our communities, the laws he created. I haven't forgot about all of the laws. You know what I'm saying? So you Christians, you probably forget about it and forgive the white man, but I don't forgive my enemy. You know what I'm saying? I forgive my brothers and my sisters. I don't forgive my enemy that's still in a war with me. What do I even look like to forgive the people that's still shooting arrows at me? Oh, I'm sorry. I'll put my hands up and say sorry to the enemy that's still shooting at me. That's stupid. You know what I'm saying? That's the position that the Christian church has put black people in. You know what I'm saying? And then who's filling up the Christian church? Black women. Black women are filling up the Christian church. That's another way that they have diluted our people, man. They've diluted us, man. But that's enough on that. We're gonna get more on this white fatigue, and I'm gonna bring out another clip
Hey, that one was definitely insane, though. I'm just sitting there thinking about it. Like, man, you got all like he ain't big up his family or glorify his wife and kids. And
He's an animal, man. He's an animal. White people are animals that's loose. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how you call animal control? You see a group of possums. You see a group of possums in the middle of the street, you might just call animal control. That's what we need to do. We need to call animal control. You know who animal control is? It's the Most High. The Most High is animal control. That's why he put laws in the Bible for you to stay away from these people. Don't join with these people. That was the animal control that we should have implied and applied to us. But of course, no, we want to. It's like you bringing possums in your house and raccoons in your house and sit them at the table and say, let's eat together. That's what we look like. Fools, man. Now, let me go back to what I was saying, back to this white fatigue. Like, black people don't do things like this. You'll never hear about a black man going inside of a predominantly white church and shooting up everybody. You just won't hear about that. You won't hear about, you know what I'm saying, black people going in a damn movie theater and shooting up everybody. You're not going to hear about that. But you would hear about a white man shooting up a school, a little white boy shooting up a school because he was raised up by his racist father. You would hear about a white boy going into a church, Dylan Ruth Storm, going into a church and unaliving 7 to 10 people, I believe. You understand? You would hear about racial crime from white people against black people, but we don't do it to them. And I'm tired of it, man. So we got another story right here that just came out a little while ago. Some grave sites in a black community, in a historic African American community, grave site was destroyed by, of course, who? Trump supporters, aka white people.
MAGA.
Let's pull it up.
Make America great again. Ain't that a bitch?
Let's see what we got here.
Manatee County say more than a dozen graves were vandalized at a historic African-American cemetery in Palmetto. You can see just a few of them right here.
Dave, it is a neglected cemetery for sure, but some of the damage, including spray painting Trump and Ron DeSantis on some of the graves, people tell me is recent. They're angry about it and vowing to figure out who did it.
It's unfathomable.
Tyree Rome couldn't believe the condition of 17 graves the sheriff's office says were vandalized.
This is like a family graveyard, honestly. And to see how it's been decimated, it's heart crushing.
But you can see a casket.
Some concrete crypt tops are off their base. Others have been smashed to pieces.
Hatred. That's the only thing that can come to mind is hatred.
A historic marker says the cemetery's first burial was in 1906, and many African-American farmers who grew tomatoes, celery, and cabbage, some serving in World War II, are buried here.
Deputies in Manatee County say more than a dozen graves were vandalized at a historic African-American cemetery in Palmetto. You can see just a few of them right here.
Dave, it is a neglected cemetery for sure, but some of the damage, including spray painting Trump and Ron DeSantis on some of the graves, people tell me is recent. They're angry about it and vowing to figure out who did it.
It's unfathomable.
Tyree Rome couldn't believe the condition of 17 graves the sheriff's office says were vandalized.
This is like a family graveyard, honestly. And to see how it's been decimated, it's heart crushing.
But you can see a casket.
Some concrete crypt tops are off their base. Others have been smashed to pieces.
Hatred. That's the only thing that can come to mind is hatred.
A historic marker says the cemetery's first burial was in 1906, and many African-American farmers who grew tomatoes, celery, and cabbage.
Man, look at here. This what we watching in this clip is a historic black cemetery known for having, people that was, selling crops and things of that nature. An all black cemetery was vandalized and was spray painted on and had Trump written on it and everything, do we have to say who did it?
Oh, come on, man.
Do we have to say?
No.
Far as I recognize, Hispanic like the vandalized shit. Don't get me wrong, but they do it on trains and goddamn brick walls and shit like that. Not on graves. You want to? Let me take a wild guess who might do some animalistic shit like that. The so-called white man who doesn't have a soul. That's who would do something like that.
I mean,
go ahead,
and all it took was for them to find out that this was a black grave site. You know what I'm saying?
That's all they had to be. All they seen was African American.
Yeah.
This the one, guys. Come on.
This it.
This
and
probably
that's all it took.
Probably a claim.
You know what I'm saying? And then you got people up in the, you know what I'm saying? Racism is dying down. Man, racism is exactly
where.
There's no evidence at all of racism in America dying down. In fact, it's looked like it's heating up again.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Donald Trump is in office. He is the face of white supremacy.
He is the face of racism.
That's what I mean when I said, you know what I'm saying? The face of white supremacy, the face of racism, the face of hate for the 12 tribes, period.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? He what was that he did in Philadelphia? He took down some slave memorabilia. Yeah. Like, man.
So this got Trump written all over it.
Exactly. Like they want to erase
who we are.
All history of them being
demonic,
hateful towards us, while still being hateful to this day. They want to erase the history. It ain't like it's all kumbaya and you know what I'm saying, and bonfires and shit with us. Like we cool. You know what I'm saying? We gonna erase the hate, but still create hate. Like only the white man thinks like this. Right. You know what I'm saying? We gonna erase what what was that? The Caphead brought out the round table True Friday about it was up in Florida. Mm-hmm. It was I think the teachers union up and down. Whoever run that, the little white dude, man, he said ain't no teaching about no black history because we don't want white kids to feel bad. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want white people to feel bad about what their ancestors have done to our ancestors, but you don't want us to even learn about what happened to our ancestors.
That's the crazy
part.
Man,
what is we talk like? You know what I'm saying?
And this is the thing. That's fine. To me, okay, when I hear white people do that, okay, that's fine. That's okay. You can protect your white babies. That's what they did with Austin Metcalf. That's why they being so racist and they calling Carmelo Anthony the watermelon felon and all of these things and saying that black people are menace to society because they want to love their own people. Okay, so be it. Now, what in return, what do we have to do? Do we have to beg them to not love themselves? Do we have to beg them to love us? Is that what we should do? Is that what Christ would do? Hell no. Christ said, I come for the 12 lost tribes of Israel. I am not sent into the lost tribes of Israel.
Hey, it's crazy that you just said that because Christians ask themselves that all the time. That's they got out now. What would Jesus do?
Right.
And
what would
you
Jesus
go all through the scriptures and see what Jesus would do and not do it.
And that's another thing. They that's a famous term for if someone did something to you, or it's time for you to forgive someone, or it's time for you to help someone. But anytime this racist stuff come up with the white man, I don't hear nobody talk about Jesus and talk about the churchy stuff. I don't hear about that. All I hear is, this is wrong and this is. But this is the thing. Christ was against the Romans. Jesus Christ, you know what I'm saying? A black man that's the king over Israel. He was against the Roman Empire. So what does that mean? That means if he was here today, he would be against the American Empire. So what does that mean? If you a real Christian, if you really believe in Christ and you want to follow Christ, that means you have to be against the American empire. And who's running the American empire? The same man, the same people, the descendants of Esau.
Same people who ran Rome.
That's who running it today. Last time I checked, so-called white man.
Same people who ran Rome.
You understand?
Same people who Christ was against.
So what we talking about?
That was heavy. You just brought that out.
So the Christians, you're not a Christian. You're not doing what Christ would do. What would Jesus do, man? If he heard about what happened to Carmelo Anthony, if he heard about, you know what I'm saying, a grave site of black people being vandalized with and putting Caesar's name on it, Trump name, what would Jesus do about that? I think he'd have a problem with it. I think he'd have a big problem with that. You know what I'm saying? Vandalizing and taking down memorabilia of slaves. So we don't get to understand who we are. We don't get to understand what our ancestors had to deal with and go through. It should be an uproar. It should be an absolute uproar. But I forget who I was listening to. Somebody brought that out last week, man. The only way for this to really affect like black people and Hispanic people, it has to, a lot of the times, it has to happen to you. It has to affect you. Somebody in your family has to be on trial and be going through something like that for you to really step up and understand. That's the difference in us in the ISUPK under Commander General Yohana. We got compassion for our nation, no matter if it's some immediate family. This is a brother. You know what I'm saying? We all have to stand together as a nation. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it's a racial problem. It's a racial problem, man. Our black people, you so excited to put on a goddamn family reunion shirt, but you don't want to put on your real culture, the 12 tribes of Israel. You understand? You want to claim Williams and Jones and all of these white man names, but you don't want to claim the Lord, who the Lord made you. In doing so, you allow the white man, which is a beast, to really control you, man. He controlling you, man. That's all he doing, just like a puppet master. You know what I'm saying? But we ain't got to put up with this no more, man. Let's have some white fatigue. Let's start racially profiling men.
Facts.
White men. Let's profile white men now. You understand?
Start locking your doors when they walk past your car and all that. You
Clench your purses. Yeah. Oh, it was a brother. I seen a clip of a brother doing that to white people. It was hilarious. You know what I'm saying? And they looking at him like, what's wrong with you? Like, no. You people are known for that. But see the white man, he's so divisive. He's the thief behind closed doors. He gonna stab you in the back and then hide his hand. You know what I'm saying? But at this point, it's so evident. The proof is right there in your face.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Let's show you some more proof of why you should have white fatigue and you should be tired of white people. You know what I'm saying? You see they tired of you, and they're not even justified to be tired of you. All of the royalty and riches that you put in their goddamn pockets, and they tired of you. Ain't that something? They use you and abuse you. They want to throw you away. Ain't that something? You know what I mean? Let's see what this man Austin Metcalf's father said about this verdict. You know what I'm saying? Like, the man is put away. He's put away. You should be looking at the situation like, okay, justice was found, and you know, boom. You should go somewhere off. You know what I'm saying? Go somewhere off and grieve. But the white man is such a divisive beast. He don't want to grieve. He want to smear it in the face of black people and really show what he taught his son, to how he taught his son to look at black people and how he looks at black people. Let's play.
And which in the end got his son unalive.
He got his son unalive. He should be serving time. You know what I'm saying? Austin Metcalf's father should be serving time for what he did to his son, putting the spirit to hate black people when his son got him killed. Last time I checked, you know, niggas ain't nothing to play with. You know we ain't nothing to play with, man. Have you heard of Mike Tyson? Have you heard of goddamn? Come on, who was? We ain't no joke,
man. Just think about the people you ain't heard about.
Right? Come on now.
The niggas who's locked up unrighteous, because Carmelo Anthony ain't the only one locked up unrighteously. It's a lot of niggas locked up been locked up 40, 50 years right now for the, you know, because back then a lot of them people rolled with Malcolm X, and they had the spirit of a man. Look here, I'm not accepting nothing from these people. You know what I'm saying? Right. And they're rather, you know, spend the rest of their life in prison than to live. You know what I'm saying?
And they left us with all these church niggas, these faggots. Excuse my language.
LGBTQ.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, for TikTok.
They throw the real niggas in jail and that's willing to fight and stand up against the enemy. And then, you know, throw them in a cage like an animal. Meanwhile, you leave men that's willing to put on a suit and tie. Man, come on, man. Oh, yeah, that he is. All right, TikTok. That was my bad, TikTok. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get it right. Let me play this clip. Let me let the white man speak. They might like that. Let the white man say what he got to say.
This morning. It was a very different feeling. When I woke up, I felt like 1,000,000 pounds had been lifted off my shoulders. Because I used to wake up every morning with this anxiety, with this feeling of dread. And this morning was the first day I woke up with a feeling of peace, comfort, tranquility that I haven't experienced in 14 months. And I felt Austin.
Metcalf was in court every day of Anthony's trial. The 19-year-old now convicted murderer not only took his son Austin's life, he did it right in front of Austin's twin brother, Hunter.
What killed me was the body cam footage when I could hear Hunter screaming. Oh God, my brother, my twin. You know, as a parent, you always want to protect your kids. I've ever met in my entire life. This is the same individual. Mike Waltrip, the superintendent who has recently resigned and retired, is the most spineless, coward piece of I've ever met in my entire life. This is the same individual who got pressured from Dominique, irrelevant minister, whatever, Alexander, and the Freeman Group, saying that we're going to riot if you don't let him graduate. They folded like a cheap tent to the pressure. It went against, I even had a meeting with them, and all he could say was, I followed the law, I followed the law, I followed the law, like a little parrot. No, following the law and doing the right thing is not always the same thing. You hid behind the law because you're too coward. You can't be a man to stand up and do the right thing. I showed you in your handbook, mandatory expulsion, murder, mandatory attendance policy. He didn't go back to school after April 2nd. I don't give a shit if he had the credits. Didn't make the attendance. Shouldn't have been able to graduate. You still gave a murderer a diploma. But yet you didn't respond to my ex-wife's incompassionate response that just showed how shallow you were. And then when I got to meet you face to face, you little bald-headed piece of you sat there, looked me in the eye and said, I didn't fold. Well, who did? The buck stops with you. You're the superintendent. Thank God you're no longer here. Everyone thinks you did such great things for Frisco. Really? Then why do we have declining enrollment? Why are we losing funding? Because of populations and growth displacement. Why are we having people homeschool their kids more? I can tell you, because Frisco ISD is no longer what it used to be. just like this town is no longer than what it used to be. Now, I'm not here to talk about H-1 visa fraud or different ethnic groups who have decided to invade Frisco. Everyone can live where you want to live.
It was a famous story.
But this complexity of this city has changed dramatically. And I'm not saying this for the better. But Frisco ISD, with the video, when they fumbled that whole ordeal, oh, we're not going to let the police have it. We're going to hold on to it because Frisco ISD owns it. But we're going to open it up to let people come in and view it. But you have to sign in. But you can't tape it.
All right, we're gonna get a different clip right here. I'm gonna get this other clip where he was saying what he said. He was saying how he basically got black fatigue. But I'm gonna pull up. I'm gonna watch this real quick, but I'm gonna also pull up how. Okay, we just was listening to what he was saying, right? And we heard absolutely zero. I'm talking about not 1 inch of compassion to Carmelo Anthony and his youth. He's a young man. He know the situation. You know what I'm saying? It was in the evidence how he was getting bullied by his sons, and he in defense. You know what I'm saying? It just came out on top. You know what I mean? He had no compassion about this young man trying to graduate before he get convicted and go to jail. He don't want him to graduate. He want to throw him in the hole right now. No compassion, right? So we're gonna pull up another video. I'm gonna find it where I gotta remember the name of it. But it was if anybody that might be watching remember when that young black boy brother was killed by a police officer. I believe it was a police officer that came in and unalived someone, and his brother in the courtroom hugged the person that unalived his brother. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna find it before this clip is over. All right. Well, let's play this for right now. Let me pull this back up. All right, here we go.
Hey, jurors. You know why? Because you can't be unbiased, you dumb If you answer the question, I can't send a black man to jail because he's black, you're not getting on the jury. You're so unintelligent, you can't even fill out a form correctly. You don't even know who your daddy is because 78% of you don't have your father in the home anymore. You got baby mamas running around with 8 kids so they can get EBT cards to feed you all. You think I'm being racist? No, I'm being real. Because they ain't only black people. White people do the same.
Now let me say something real quick to what he's saying. Like, you're listening to this white man, an older white man. He's supposed to be learned and understand things and know how to, you know, have some sense of compassion and understanding of what's. Yep, that's it. I pulled it up right now. If you could send that to me, send it. Either one of the shorter one will be too hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's supposed to have compassion, but he's so filled with hatred. And the only reason he's mentioning race is because he's racist on the inside. Because if it had nothing to do with race, just like America, they try to paint this picture like it's not about racism, but it is. Because white people talks about it and states how much they hate black people. I mean, it's pretty damn evident. We just seen a video about how a historically black cemetery was vandalized by white people with Trump name written all over it. Like, come on, what are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? But we're going to show you the opposite. We're going to show you the opposite of why we should be sick of white people like this. You know what I'm saying? And why it is not justified for white people to have black fatigue with us. We forgive you. I mean, we're going to pull up the video. We forgive you when you murder us, man. We forgive you when you don't give us a job. We forgive you when you throw us in a prison. We forgive you when you put drugs in our community. We forgive you. And we believe in your God. You understand? But look at you. But look at how you act. You have no compassion upon us, man. You throw us in the ghettos, man, in the barrios, in the reservation, and we still love you. We say there's some good white people out there. I was talking to some sister the other day, and I just asked her straight out. This sometimes you got to ask people to really see where they head at. Do you think the white man is the devil? Damn, they couldn't even say nothing. Because in your mind, you know the white man is the devil, but it's just the strategy that white people has put on blacks and Hispanics. You just can't even get it out. But we're going to get it out for you. We're gonna say it loud and proud. The white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. And it's being evident to you right now. He's showing himself. Like the scriptures say, he's being revealed. You know what I'm saying? The devil will be revealed in the end time. Donald Trump in the presidential seat, you know he the goddamn devil. Now you got the average white man of a teenage kid, you know what I'm saying, is spewing hatred just like Donald Trump would do. What we talking about? Let's play it.
You know why? Because you can't be unbiased, you dumb shit. If you answer the question, I can't send a black man to jail because he's black, you're not getting on the jury. You're so unintelligent, you can't even fill out a form correctly. You don't even know who your daddy is because 78% of you don't have your father in the home anymore. You got baby mamas running around with 8 kids so they can get EBT cards to feed you all. You think I'm being racist? No, I'm being real. Because they ain't only black people. White people do the same shit. I'll call them out just as hard as I'll call you out. Anybody who doesn't work, who wants free government handouts, who wants to live in a socialistic society, move to Russia. And normally, I don't normally attack people like this, but I have been cooped up and caged up and this anger. And this is something I'm trying to work on. I need to develop it and funnel it into a more constructive way. But tonight is the one time I'm going to allow myself. It's okay. Tonight I'm going to allow myself to say what I really want to say.
He's a drunkard. You hear what he say? Listen to that. I pulled it down too fast. Listen to what the end say. See, the truth he try to throw those little sprinkle words of kindness in there. Like I had to just give myself some leniency. But let me show you something. He's going to show you that he had more things to say, man. Let me let this play.
Because most of the time I don't say what I want to say. Okay. Tonight I'm going to allow myself to say what I really want to say. Because most of the time I don't say what I want to say because it's not correct. Just because you think something doesn't mean you believe it. Doesn't make it right. Doesn't make it wrong. Doesn't make it a fact.
This dude is a horrible father, man. He's a horrible father. You understand? Was you able to find that? Was you able to send it to me?
Yeah, I wasn't able to send it. No.
Okay, I got it right now. I'm gonna show you why. You know what I'm saying? Why we should have more white fatigue, man. And I'm gonna show you how the so-called white man is not justified in having black fatigue. I'm gonna give you an example in one moment. All right.
And you will never see no white people doing that shit.
Oh, you will never see white people doing this.
You are white man, please. The judge heard it too, man.
Come on, Faza.
But the judge.
Pull this up real quick, real swift,
man. Hey, look here, man. We're gonna be having a Midwest 5 weekend from July 30th through August 2nd, man. Month and a half. If y'all, you know what I'm saying, got the time, please come rock it out with us, man. You know what I'm saying? Also, the Round Table of Truth will be in Cleveland. Saturday or Sunday. I know we might hold camp. Then we're gonna do a podcast probably Sunday morning.
before we head back, type shit.
Now, if I may,
but yeah, please.
No, you continue to go ahead. Shout out what we got going.
No, it's all good. I just want to, you know what I'm saying, while you pull that up, let the brothers and sisters know, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna be, you know, the ISUPK Chicago will be in Cleveland Saturday, you know what I'm saying, all the way up in Saturday and Sunday, you know what I'm saying. Saturday we're gonna hold camp.
Roundtable podcast.
Roundtable podcast, special.
I'll get in.
We do a special edition Sunday morning. You know what I'm saying? Get it in with Captain Marquardt and his crew.
That's right. Now, real quick, I made a point to say these two for last. Now, check this, brother. His name is Branded Jean. You know, Botham Jean's brother, the brother that got gunned down by the police, unjustified. You know what I'm saying, by a white police officer, right? This is the compassion that this brother had for the white police officer. And the reason that this is so heavy is because he should have been in an uproar, you know what I'm saying? But because of the compassion that Black people have and Hispanic people have and the love that Black and Hispanic have, we are willing to forgive the white man for the crimes that he committed. Unrighteous crimes, man. Unjustified crimes, man. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, the white man that's can't even forgive a child for making a mistake. He can't even look at a child with compassion. Now that should be, especially in your elder age, you should be able to look at a child with compassion, man. You know, you was a child one day and you made mistakes and you did things, but the white man, he don't have that type of mindset when it's about you. Only when it's about his people. But you can see the compassion that a Black man will have, a young Black man in America. This what you got Black fatigue about, Mr. White Man? Let me let this play.
I forgive you. And I know if you go to God and ask him, he will forgive you. And I don't think anyone could say it. Again, I'm speaking for myself, not even bad for my family. But I love you just like anyone else. And I'm not gonna say I hope you rot and die just
now his brother,
like my brother did.
His brother was murdered. His brother was unalive, man. And this is what he got to say. This is damn near opposite of what that white man thinks about Carmelo Anthony. And that's a police officer that did it. You understand? Let me let it run.
Facts.
I personally want the best for you. And I wasn't gonna ever say this in front of my family or anyone, but I don't even want you to go to jail. I want the best for you. Because I know that's exactly what both of them would want you to do. And the best would be give your life to Christ. I'm not gonna say anything else. I think giving your life to Christ would be the best thing that both of them would want you to do. Again, I love you as a person. And I don't wish anything bad on you. I don't know if this is possible, but can I give her a hug, please? Please?
Some of this, right?
Yes.
Man, if that was my brother and I was there, you know, you guys, man, I come hunt stuff that he, man, come on, man. You can hide them.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and
Oh, there was no black jurors. You know why? Because you can't be unbiased, you dumb shit. If you answer the question, I can't send a black man to jail because he's black, you're not getting on the jury. You're so unintelligent, you can't even fill out a form correctly. You don't even know who your daddy is because 78% of you don't have your father in the home anymore. You got baby mamas running around with 8 kids so they can get EBT cards to feed you all. You think I'm being racist? No, I'm being real. Because they ain't only black people. White people do the same shit. I'll call them out just as hard as I'll call you out.
You see something different? You see something like contrary? I see something.
Everything is contrary. He won't forgive the little boy who defended himself against his son. You know what I'm saying? But when it come to black people, we just got love forever. We got love. We don't want justice. We don't want revenge. You know what I'm saying? We can hug the person who killed our brother.
And just on clear too,
the
the judge hugged her too.
Yeah.
The judge hugged her too. The convicted murderer got hugged by the judge and by the man that got murdered, his brother. They got up and hugged. You see how white people get loved in America when they murder you? You get love for murdering us. You get hugs for murdering us. Meanwhile, we get drugged in the mud. We get called, you got baby mamas.
Watermelon felon.
Right, we get called a watermelon felon. Meanwhile, nigga, we love America, man. We love these nations, man. But this is how we get treated. Oh, it's black fatigue. We tired of these niggas. We tired of Hispanics, man. They're taking our jobs. Are you kidding me? You ain't tired of the damn white man? Come on, what are we talking about? We ain't tired of white people. We don't have white fatigue. I know what it is. The white man got money. That's what you're not tired of. You're not tired of the white man's money. You understand? That's what the problem is right there. And that's the problem with us as a people. We get so lost in the midst of what Satan has to offer. You don't understand? But if you want to be like Christ, man, I'm going to leave it right here. Christ got offered the kingdom of the world. I mean, he could have been rulers over all these kingdoms. That's what Satan offered him. And he turned it down to serve God. He turned it down. That's what we got to do as a people, man. He turned it down and he went and served and stood up for his people and died for his people. Gave his life for his people. That's what we supposed to inspire to be. Not kissing after this kingdom, kissing after the white man. We have to stand up for our nation, man. That's how you really be a child of the Most High, man. That's how you really do it. That's why Christ had to come and give us an example, because our dumbass out here was going to hug the people that's killing us. We're going to hug you and give you a kiss on the cheek. Thank you for killing me. Thank you. That's what we're doing today. How foolish. Especially on the flip side, when the damn white man, he's calling you a damn incoherent fool. You can't even read. You don't, your family, you this and that. I mean, damn, what the hell we do? Hey, how the hell all black people get summed up in this one basket now? You know what I'm saying? I'll leave it right there, man. But Papa, you got anything left on this?
No, not really, man. It just, you know what I'm saying, I want to say, like, we so quick to forgive the people who hurt us, unless it's us. If that was another black man on that stand that got convicted, he would have told the judge, get him 50 years. You know what I'm saying? But you look at white people and automatically look at them as superior because you look at that white image of Jesus Christ. You look at Caesar Borgia, and you see superiority when you subconsciously, when you see other white people, you see superiority. You know what I'm saying? And feel like if I forgive these white people, then Jesus will forgive me for my sins when I die and go. Maybe I can go to heaven. You know what I'm saying? But that's all, man.
And with that, man, look, it's been another edition of the follow-up here on the Round Table of Truth, man, hosted by Officer 1000 Ashar, myself, and Officer 1000 of Patazar. You understand? We hold it down every Tuesday evening at 5:30 until 7. You know what I'm saying? We went a little over the time tonight. You know what I'm saying? You know we're gonna be back at it next week. Make sure y'all tune in this Friday at 8:30 Central Time, the Round Table of Truth podcast. And also get in tune with us, man. The school in ISUPK Chicago is 9909 West Roosevelt Road in Westchester, man. Come tune in, get with us, man. Come obtain who you are. If you're a so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian, come be who the Lord called you to be, man. Right here in the ISUPK under Commander General Your Honor.
Most High in Christ. And if you anybody out there got anything y'all want the round table to bring out, you know what I'm saying, just send us a link to it. If it's worthy of being presented on the round table, you know what I'm saying, we'll definitely look into it. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, if it's worthy, you know what I'm saying? Right. As long as it's an issue that Black and brown people need to overcome, we'll definitely get into it. We don't mind that. And pay your tithes to the ISUPK. 10% of any increase goes to the Lord and the men of the Lord. ISUPK.org. You know what I'm saying? Hit that tithe/donations box and do it like you understand, man.
That's right.
Shalom.
With that, we out. Shalom.
Yashala means prince with power. That's all it means. A prince with power. Why do you think you act like princes, man? A prince is royalty, man. Even our destroyed state in America, we still act like royalty. Right. Brothers with a rock, gold chains, gold earrings, gold fronts, man. That's all Southern people that's royal. A royal heritage, a royal bloodline. That's who we are naturally. We just don't know it.